we act, and what is acting? You say acting is just playing pretend. But if we pretend that we are acting, then where does acting stop and living begin? Acting is real, but so is faking. And there are fakings that seem more fun than next. Reality sucks, and so does acting. But here we are and here I am biased. I am a confessional actor. Never of the screen and just hear. So many things to tell you. So you ready for your mind to be filled. Acting is life, and life is a joke. You can't have a fire without having to smoke. This is a mess, and I am no teacher, so tell me, what do I need to do to reach you?
Hello, thank you. My name is Connor Ratliff, and this is Connor Ratliff Presents the Acting Class. I am a professional actor. I was trained on 2 continents, and I am currently unemployed. I do need to tell you this. I did have an avail check this week from a network television comedy asking, an avail check, for those of you who don't know, is they ask, schedule-wise, would you be able to come and act on these dates? And you say yes or you say no, and then something either happens or it doesn't. No money is exchanged. They're just asking the question. If we were going to film something on these days, would you be available on these days? And I said, yes, I would. And they said, okay. And then they said, we don't need you. And this is free of charge. This is just a courtesy, you know? Like, they need to know. It's professional, but there can't always be an exchange of money. It would ruin the entire enterprise. Because they wouldn't ask. They wouldn't ask. They would just not ask. And then they would go ahead and maybe use you or not. You never know. I want to ask the audience, how many people here identify as actors or as non-actors? These are 2 options. I'll go first. Who here identifies as an actor? Just raise your hand. All right. Okay, roughly half, I think. But just to be sure, let's see how many of you identify as non-actors. All right, so we are like America. We are 50-50, fully divided. I won't say which side is which in this equation. I want to lay down a ground rule before I say something in the show, because it's a class, but it's also a show, and it's a tricky area. If you feel the urge to applaud because something happens, and I'm not being presumptuous, I'm just saying it's happened before, do not applaud during the show. If you laugh, that's fine. It's uncontrollable impulse, but you can control this. Like and now if there's a medical reason why one of you is a clapper, that is fine, all right? But if enough of you do it, I'm gonna start digging in and questioning, because there's no way there's that many people who medically can't help but clap. All right, and I'm going to, having said that, if you see something happens and you think, oh, I would applaud for this, keep a running tally, and then at the end of the class, just give me a cumulative response. Be sincere. I don't mind that. I don't mind if the applause goes long at the end of the show. The reason I'm saying this is because I'm about to say something that might sound like pandering. It might sound like I'm saying something to try to elicit a reaction or some sort of response from you. I'm not. I'm saying it because it's a substantial thing that I want to talk about, okay? So I want to be clear, I don't want a reaction from this, okay? It's my birthday. No! God damn it! God fucking damn it! Jesus, I could not! Hold on. I don't think I could have been any clearer. All right? It is my 50th birthday. I am 50 years old today. Now, it's happened before. This is not an unusual thing. People turn 50 all the time. Half a century. To be clear, I have completed 50 years. People don't regard this enough, that when you have a birthday, you're not starting your 50th year, you've completed all of the years. When you attain an age, it's because you have it. You have the full age. I have all 50 years accomplished. All right? Now, the reason I bring it up is not to try to say, oh, let's be extra nice, it's his birthday. I don't care about that. I don't need it. I don't want it, and I reject it. The reason I say it is because I think it brings up an interesting point. What does this mean for me as an actor? Now, I can still play 49. I think I can play mid-40s. I can still put myself up for mid-40s, maybe even early 40s, maybe even late 30s if they, do some fiddling. And we live in a golden age. We live in the age of the Irishman. I am an Irish citizen. So it's personal development to me as I see that, even well into my 60s, 70s, and 80s, I can still play very young characters using technology and movie magic. That's all industry. That's technology. As far as acting goes, it should not make a damn bit of difference. All right? When you act, you become something you are not. Doesn't matter who or what I am, you become the character. All right? So the fact that I'm 50 changes nothing. And it should not affect this show in any other way. But I wanted to be honest that I have a lot going on. I'm processing a lot. All right? Life is a complicated journey, and you reach certain milestones, and it does affect you. So if part of the show tonight seems like something of a breakdown, I want to be clear. It is not. I don't care. I don't care that I am now half a century old. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. Not one bit. But as an actor, it means I have 50 years of experience to draw on. So that is a plus. Also, I'm not a woman. Because the industry is notoriously unfair to women. I'm not a part of that, and I don't approve it. But I think it is cool of me to acknowledge it. I want to talk to a non-actor first. If there's a non-actor who's willing to talk to me. Yes, right away. You're a non-actor.
Yeah.
What's your first name?
Lauren.
Lauren?
Yeah.
Spell that for me.
L-A-U-R-E-N.
L-A-U-R-E-N.
Yeah.
You're not an actor, why not?
Um,
What do you do, Lauren?
Ticketing opposite a museum.
You're ticketing?
Operations.
Ticketing operations, you
Yeah.
said at a museum?
Yeah.
All right, so you work in culture,
Yeah.
and you deal with the public.
Yeah. No.
No? You don't. Ticketing operations means you work in the system. You're back behind the scenes. You never hand a ticket to anybody.
No, but I have for many years.
You have in the past. And so you have been public facing in the past, but now you're higher up the chain, further behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like when actors decide they want to start directing and producing.
Sure, yeah.
Yes. Have you ever acted in anything, Lauren?
Fifth grade, I was Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. But wait, there's a qualifier here.
All right, I can't wait to hear it, Lauren. Because right now I feel like you've lied to me. I asked if you were an actor, and you're like, no, I've only played the lead role in The Wizard of Oz. That doesn't sound like an actor to me. Plenty of non-actors play the role of Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. Lauren.
I was the understudy because the other girl named Lauren, who was Dorothy, had to go to Disney World, and I was the second brunette who fit. I was originally in the Emerald City just wearing green stuff.
Okay, there's a lot to unpack here. I want to make sure everyone hears this, and I want to make sure I fully understand what I'm dealing with here. There was another Lauren. This is starting to sound like several different David Lynch films. There was a second brunette, also named Lauren, who wanted to go to Disney World. She had to go to Disney World.
She had to. Her friends acted like they were mad at me when I took over her part.
I can't deal with the friendship dynamics yet. I don't understand what happened, Lauren. There were two Laurens. I have to ask, were both of them you?
No.
There was a second Lauren, not you, in any way. A separate person living her own life, her own family, and she was cast as Dorothy. You were the understudy.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna please don't be insulted by this. Just in terms of the pecking order here in the production, I'm going to call her Lauren number 1 and you Lauren number 2.
That's fine.
It's not a judgment. It's just the reality of the production you're talking about. So Lauren number 1, and I need you to be as simple as you can with this. Had to go to Disney World. And we'll deal with her friends in a second, because I am fascinated. The friends blamed you because she had to go to Disney World. Why did she have to go to Disney World? Because I've known people who've gone to Disney World. I've been to Disney World myself on multiple occasions. Never did I have to go. Was it medical? Was it court mandated? Why did she have to go? Her parents insisted, I'm assuming. They planned a trip?
I would say because we were 10 and her parents probably paid for that trip before the school year started.
Okay, so the parents booked a trip to Disney World, allowed their daughter to be cast. Was there an audition process, Lauren? 5th grade, maybe not?
I don't remember.
You would remember, I think, unless you
I don't think
blocked.
so. I think our teacher was very much like, that was like a
The
Dorothy.
teacher was like, I got a Lauren, they're both Dorothy. It sounds very much like an exhausted 5th grade teacher's casting logic. Oh, just
Yeah.
Lauren should be Dorothy and maybe other Lauren in case this Lauren gets sick or has to go to a theme park. So Lauren number 1. The parents had already, let's go with your scenario and assume it to be true for the sake of brevity. Because brevity is, like it or not, very important to me in this show. They had to go to Disney World. So Lauren number 1 is out of the picture. Her friends are furious with you. They blame you, Lauren number 2, as if this is some sort of Machiavellian plot that you somehow have orchestrated your ascendance within the production.
Well, they were just very cold about it. I think because the girl who played Annie Ann really wanted to be Dorothy.
The girl who played Annie Ann, do we remember her name? Was she Lauren number 3? We're going to call her Lauren number 3 if you can't remember her name. All right. So the girl who played Annie Ann, who's been cast in a role far beyond her years. I'm assuming, right? If not, she's like struggling academically. So the girl who played Annie Ann, she was not the understudy, but she was cold to you.
I think so, yeah.
You think so? Is there any doubt? I believe she was.
I was friends with the girls who were playing Glinda and the Wicked Witch. So I felt very
This production sounds like a nightmare. Just a cauldron of emotions that have nothing to do with the work, Lauren. No wonder you decided to go into ticket operations. It fucking makes sense. It's at the museum, so people want to look at everything, right? So yeah, so we need tickets for the museum. That's how people get in. They pay their money, we give them a ticket. And we need people back here to make sure the ticket and the operation is functional. What's the thing that you do, Lauren, behind the scenes?
If people need the dates changed, I'll change the dates.
The dates for what?
Like their tickets.
An exhibit or when they bought a ticket?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not like a thing where you set up the system and then it operates perfectly. You have to constantly be maintaining because people are changeable.
Yeah.
And it's not as fraught, I'm assuming. Do you like your job?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's better than that nightmare of a production. I mean, this is a classic example. Sometimes people have one bad experience and it drives them out of the arts into a crucial role in culture where you don't have to deal with the same hysterics.
Yeah.
How was your approach to playing Dorothy? Did you ever in your wildest dreams imagine that you would be bumped up to the main role?
No, because it's a school play.
School play.
Studies aren't like a thing.
Yeah. How did you do in your own estimation and based on the feedback you got from...
It was a struggle. Like, I don't sing. And
You don't sing? Dorothy famously has songs.
I was given the ruby slippers, and then I had to put them on, on stage in the video recording. I struggled to get the shoes on.
The shoes don't fit you?
I think they did. It was just like.
Oh, you just couldn't, you weren't good at figuring out how in character you would put on shoes. You could never figure out, because that's an important, I'm assuming maybe your process was inside out, so maybe some of the physical stuff was maybe you struggled with it. So you had a bad time playing Dorothy. You didn't enjoy the songs because you say I don't sing. But you tried.
I had to, yeah.
You could have spoken it. You could have just said the words. Was that ever an option, or you just had to try to hit those notes?
I think I tried.
You think you tried?
Yeah.
This is a heartbreaking story, Lauren. Did Lauren, number one, have a good time at Disney World? Did you ever talk to her about it?
I don't know. I didn't talk to her about it.
You never had a conversation with the person you replaced as Dorothy. So Dorothy was swept away to a magical kingdom, and you remained in Kansas to put on a production. Where are you from, by the way? Long Island, which is the Kansas of the East. I think we can call it that, right? No one ever has, but we'll do that instead. So she essentially went to Oz, and you stayed in Long Island to do this production.
Yeah.
And you had a bad time,
Yeah.
and you never did it again.
No. And also, like, the first play in our high school was a Vietnam War show, so it didn't really attract anyone.
You're saying the first play in high school was a Vietnam War show,
Yep.
and you say it didn't really attract
I
anyone.
think anybody who was going to be like, I'm jumping from elementary school to...
Right, right. So you didn't even audition for that. You were like, I don't want any part of this Vietnam War show. Yeah, it wasn't Miss Saigon, was it?
No.
All right,
Right.
just her general Vietnam play. Vietnam War show sounds like a great title. I would just. Lauren, thank you for sharing your pain with me. I imagine do you have coworkers that you work with in your ticketing operations?
Yeah.
Who do you work with?
Like, we have a small team of like a more techie person than me and people who actually answer phones.
You don't answer phones.
No.
You said actually answer phones. You
Yeah.
ever pretend to answer the phone?
I'll do a voicemail and I offer assistance, but I don't directly.
You don't. You won't work with the phones. Sounds like you found a place for yourself. Sometimes I try to find the way in which someone who is a non-actor uses acting in their life, but you sound like someone who has fully removed yourself. You won't even talk on the phone, which is like close to scene work in a way, right? It's like doing a two-person scene through a device. Well, congratulations on your escape. I never encourage people to become actors, and I won't today. Thank you for sharing, Lauren. I want to talk to an actor now, someone who identifies as an actor. Back row, yes. What's your first name?
Jedadia.
Is that your real name?
That's my full name, yeah.
Jedadia
Yeah.
is your full name?
Yeah.
What part of it is your first name?
Jed.
Jed? Dia?
There you go.
Are you being honest with me, Jedadia?
Beyond.
Beyond honest, that's intriguing. How is this possible? You found a place beyond truth. You are an actor, Jedadia. Are you working now?
Am I working out?
Are you working now?
Oh.
And are you working out? Sometimes actors like to look good. I'm part of the other. There are character actors and there are actors who work out.
Yeah, for real. I'm a character actor to answer both questions.
And do you work out?
No.
You don't work out.
Well, I do sometimes.
You try.
Yeah, I do sometimes.
But are you working now? Are you currently employed as an actor?
Not at the moment.
What was the most recent role that you played, Jedadia?
The most recent role that I played.
And how recent was it?
Okay, that's a good question.
It's a great question.
I was a repertory member of a sketch show in Los Angeles
Mhm.
in, I guess, May.
May.
Yeah,
May of this year.
May of this year.
You sound as though you are struggling to recall it. May is not so long ago. I genuinely, from your tone, thought that you were trying to figure out whether it was before or after lockdown. So in May, you were out in LA.
Yes,
You were part of a sketch troupe.
correct.
And where did you perform? What kind of venue?
Well, that's the thing. That's the most recent thing. I just graduated from the University of Southern California.
Congratulations.
And thank you so much. And
Were you a theater or an acting major?
Correct, yes.
All right.
And that was an audition only type thing.
Mhm.
So it was like SNL with full film. It was on TV, and it was, yes, it was.
It was filmed.
Yes,
It was like SNL, not live though.
it was live.
It was live?
Correct.
On what channel?
On Trojan Vision.
On Trojan Vision.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm unfamiliar with this channel. Is it a streaming platform or is it's a streaming platform? There are many streaming platforms. This is the modern way. So you were on a live sketch show that you auditioned for and were cast in. Did you know anyone else in the sketch company?
Yes.
You did. You already did. And what was your experience like? It went well?
Fabulous. Great.
Fabulous. Great. Did you get any feedback?
I was really funny there.
People said you were apparently really funny.
Yeah.
What was the biggest struggle in the process, Jedadia?
Oh, I don't like playing other people, so I had to like sit and play characters, and it's like.
Hold on just 1 second. Is everyone okay? I have to check for legal reasons. Sounds like someone could have hurt themselves badly. All right. I'm assuming from the silence that if someone was in peril, that another person would have spoken up and said, yeah, we need a doctor. You don't like playing other people. So would you just say you would play a version of yourself? You like to play a version of yourself? Yeah. What's a character that you were told to play and you're like, I don't want to play that?
Anton Chekhov.
Anton Chekhov. They wanted you to do an accent, a dialect?
Yeah.
And did you do one?
Yeah.
But you didn't enjoy it. You're like, I don't talk like this.
It just seems like I have a gun, and it's like I didn't have a gun.
Jedadia, that's the I mean, congratulations on booking this gig. Did anyone have an issue with this? Or did you just always have to push past it? Like, you're talking about things that you had a problem with. Did you voice these concerns? Like, I wouldn't have a gun. I'm not Anton Chekhov. I'm me. I'm here right now. These scripts are garbage. They make no sense. It's not what I'm doing right now. I was looking to see if these scripts reflected me and what I'm currently doing. They're not. Even the ones that do reflect me are things that I either didn't do or haven't done or already did. They're not what I'm doing now. I'm just looking at these scripts. I only want to do scripts that are what I'm doing right now. I want someone to finally hand me a script where I look at the script and it says that I'm standing right where I am when I'm reading the script, and it says, oh wow, I can't believe it, exactly what I want. A script where I'm saying the things that I would say right now because I'm reading them, and that is what I'd say if I was reading those words. And all these words are in the script. You did a good job. I will do this later, but I won't, because why would I do that later? It's what I did before when I read the script. Why would I do that script later on? Later on, when we're filming the sketches, I want to do what I'm doing right now, which is I'm on a sketch show. It's live. It's on Trojan Vision. The cameras are pointing at me. I'm not Anton Chekhov. I don't have a gun. I'm standing here. They did a script earlier that was perfect, but it's out of date now. Oh, I have to do everything myself because they won't just put things in the prompter like, oh, look, they're putting something in the prompter. Well, that's what I'm reading now. Yes, and now that's what I'm reading now. Now, this is good writing. This is the kind of work I want to do. I want to do work that is true. I don't want to lie! All right? I'm an actor. People say acting is lying. That's bullshit! Acting is the purest form of truth there is. It's sacred. Do you understand? Anton Chekhov, the man is rotted to nothing. He is dust. What you're asking of me is impossible. I won't get on stage and pretend to be a man who is from Russia, who died a long, long time ago. I won't lie to the... I think the Trojan Vision audience deserves better than that. Jedadia, I want to applaud you for your purity of spirit. I think you have a dark road ahead of you. That's okay. I think you can take it. I sense an inner strength. I think there are going to be people who do not want to deal with this.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Jedadia, if someone says to you, play this character, and it's not you, and you don't want to play a character that's not you, well, that's who you are as an actor. I've never met any actor like that in my life. There are a lot of people, acting teachers. I hated acting class. Every acting teacher I ever had seemed furious for some reason that I could not detect. That's part of the reason why when I do these classes, I seem like I'm angry, because it's the only way I know. It's learned. And I'm not angry, I'm pretending to be angry. I'm actually having a lovely evening. I like doing this show. But if this were an acting class, I would be furious! A lot of acting teachers would try to drill that out of you. They say, you can't do that. Acting is collaborative. You gotta be part of a collaboration. You can't be difficult. Don't be difficult. Don't be difficult. Let me tell you something. Some of the finest performances that have ever been given were by difficult actors. And when I say actors, I include actresses. I don't use the word actress. When I say actor, that includes everybody. Fuck that word. Jedadia, you need to be you. I don't ever want to hear that you back down from a challenge, from a fight. You have principles. The last thing I want to do is try to get you to change your ways just because it might be impossible to work with you. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I believe in you. You're going to figure this out. You've already done it. Listen, I'm not saying this from some condescending high horse. I'm a 50-year-old man who is unemployed. And you recently booked sketch work. I haven't done that. Not recently. Not recently, Jedadia. So you are sitting higher than me, and I think it's reflective of your place in the industry. Despite your incredibly unreasonable demands. Jedadia, and I say this with full respect, your approach to your craft reminds me of a terrorist with a mental illness. But think about that. Isn't that beautiful? Because in the real world, a terrorist with a mental illness is no laughing matter. I don't want to get, no. Death and carnage, tragedy and sadness. But you have found a way to channel those impulses into the arts where you can hurt no one but yourself. I want to cry. Jedadia, can I call you Jed?
Yeah.
Jed. Do your friends call you Jed?
All of them.
All right, I'm not saying we're friends, but Jed, I want to cry at the beauty of your commitment, and I want you to live your truth and follow the path that you, and it might be, I'll also say this, 5 years from now, you might want to, revisit it. See, is this still how I am? Do I want to occasionally play a character who's not me? Maybe I'll play a character with a gun. Maybe you'll buy a gun in real life and suddenly a world of new roles will open up to you. Because Dick Wolf's casting director will say, we want you to play a murderer. You'll be like, I own a gun. I could be a murderer. Maybe you will murder someone. I hope not. But then there's so many more roles. The more you live your life, Jad, the more you can fulfill your destiny as an actor. I wish you the best of luck, but I have to talk to a non-actor. Just as a change of pace at this point, are there any non-actors over here? I realize one of the things about this class is that the more people see what it's like to actually volunteer to interact, the more disincentivized audience members are. It brings out a certain, I won't say cowardice, but a timidity, the feeling, well, I don't want to go through that. I don't want to feel like I've been dragged through something. But I promise I'll be very gentle with the next person I talk to. And when I say I promise, that is non-binding. Any non-actors? Are you a non-actor?
I'm taking classes as a student.
Then you're an actor. All right. Anyone else who's a non-actor? Yes. You're a non-actor. What's your first name?
Manuel.
What?
Manuel.
Manuel?
Yes.
Spell that for me.
M-A-N-U-E-L.
M-A-N-U-E-L. Why are you not an actor? Why do you say this? You never acted?
No, I tried.
You tried?
Yes.
Okay, this is a gray area. When did you try to act?
I was in, I think, the 5th grade.
Oh boy, Lauren. 5th grade. We've landed upon a sort of theme.
And the high school was doing a production of Oliver.
All right, that was the first play I was ever in, Oliver,
Yes.
based on the Charles Dickens novelized teleseries, you know, because it would be serialized. It was a TV show, basically. All of his novels were basically just TV shows they then printed into books. Oliver, 5th grade. The high school is looking for orphans.
Yes.
Because they want to do a production where the kids are kids and the adults are teenagers. Yes? So Mr. Bumble is 15. And you auditioned for this?
I did.
You did. What do you recall about the process, Manuel?
Well, I got up in front of Mr. Renault
Mr. Renault,
and his assistant, Mrs. Kopacki.
Mrs.
Kopacki.
CRpTAC. So Mr. Renault and Mrs. CRpTAC.
Yes.
And tell me about that.
Well, Mr. Renault was the, I think he was like a choir director or like a teacher at the high school, and he did all of the musicals.
Mhm.
And I remember him being very stern.
Okay.
Very,
And what was Mrs. CRpTAC?
she was a friend of my mother's.
She was a friend of your mom's. And what was her vibe?
The Villages?
Yes, the famously fraught politically retirement community in Florida.
Yes.
The Villages, where people fight over the current status of politics in America.
Except it's like 1990.
1990 Villages?
Yeah. But
So
that's-
people are like, I voted for Dukakis. And they're like, who cares?
Like lots of perfume, lots of gold.
Perfume and gold. All right. Oh, was she nice?
She was lovely, yeah.
Do you think she voted for Dukakis or George Bush Sr.?
I think she voted for Bush.
All right. Which used to be a thing that I would look at people and be like, how could you? But now I'm like, hey, all right. Okay. What do you remember about your audition? You're auditioning to be just part of the orphan ensemble?
No, I wanted to be Oliver.
You wanted to be Oliver.
Oh, yeah.
I apologize for assuming that because you're a non-actor that you didn't once have lofty ambitions.
Oh, no, I got the bug. I like to perform.
You like to perform. You are different than I expected. So what was your audition like?
I had to sing Where is Love?
Yes.
And
And how did it go? Did you have a good voice at the time? Did you hit those notes?
I'm not a singer.
You're not a singer. Lauren, how relatable. So you're not a singer. So how did the song go? Like, not like how does it go? I know how the song goes, but how do you feel your audition went?
It was acceptable.
Acceptable.
Yes.
And what did they say to you?
Thank you.
All right.
Back to you.
And is that what you wanted?
No, I wanted the role.
You wanted the role and you didn't get it. Were you cast at all?
I was cast as part of the chorus. So
Yes.
I was like one of the kids running around on stage, but I didn't have any speaking parts.
All right.
That was the last time I acted.
All right.
If that's even considered acting, I don't think it is.
That was the first thing I ever did in any play. It's part of the ensemble in a production of Oliver in 1985 when I was 10 years old. Do the math, it checks out. You say to me, if one would even consider that acting. So I take that personally because I've already told you where I started. What do you do for a living now, Manuel?
I work in tech.
You work in tech. What kind of tech?
AI?
AI?
No.
Thank you.
Websites.
Websites.
Yeah.
HTTP.
Yeah.
Colon. // People say backslash. It's not true. Am I right, Manuel? It's not backslash, right?
Yeah.
// But people no one ever says that. Say backslash. www. Website.com. Where is love? Does it come from high above? Is it underneath the willow tree that I've been dreaming of? All right, thank you. Thank you. That's fine. Nope. That's enough, Manuel. We don't need to hear any more. Do we, Miss Kopecky? No. No more. No. I Hi, Manuel. Okay. I blew it. I'm sorry I disappointed you. I'm sorry I let you down. I'll do my best to do whatever else you want in the play. Whether it's acting or, I don't even know if you call it acting. You'll be one of the orphans, and no, we don't call it acting. Thank you, Manuel. Thank you. You can see yourself out. Miss Pecky, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that was not good. Not good singing. That was acceptable. That was, what a disappointing child. He won't be our Oliver, no. He won't be our Oliver. He won't be our Artful Dodger either. No, we're scratching his name out with a dark marker. Like he was never here. He can be one of the orphans at the beginning, and they sing "Food, Glorious Food." And you won't be able to pick his voice out because we'll have so many of them. You just run around. You won't even block him. Just run around, do whatever. Some of these kids who are playing the orphans will tell them where to be, what to do, because they're acting. This kid's a techie. Technical child. What year was it, Manuel?
It was 1990.
You know what I envisioned for this kid? Have you heard of websites? It started out as a military thing. It was the ARPANET or something. But I gather it's going to be quite something. My cousin told me about it. It's not really a thing that people are talking about yet, but boy, will they. Yeah, he can run around the front of the stage. We'll have a designated area for people who are doing things that I don't consider acting. We'll have a main area where the orphans are and Oliver, oh, and he's got to be something special. That kid wanted it too bad. I want an Oliver who doesn't want it so bad. I think Oliver has a quiet confidence. Like, he wants to be adopted, but he's not like gagging for it, you know? That's not how I see Oliver Twist. Oliver Twist is a kid who doesn't sing a song, "Oh, please let me be loved." He asks the question, where is love? It's a very detached question. Where is love? Does it come from high above? Then he asks, starts getting weirdly specific. Is it underneath the willow tree that I've been dreaming of? Honestly, sounds like something out of a David Lynch film. Which would be Blue Velvet, The Elephant Man, and Eraserhead. And Dune, 4 films. 1999, 4 films. They all have a dreaminess to them that makes me think if Mr. Lynch were to ask where love was, he might speculate that its location is underneath a willow tree that he's been dreaming of. Didn't you like when he said he was sorry? I thought that was adorable. He was so ashamed. Oh, God, he reminded me a little bit, and I don't mean this, this is going to sound harsh. He reminded me a little bit of Governor Michael Dukakis. Where he just sort of slunk off, defeated, didn't even put up a fight. He's just like, oh well, not my president. He never could have been. I voted for George H.W. Bush. George Herbert Walker Bush. And now he's the president. And I couldn't care less who's in this play. My politics are mine. That's my love language. Someday I'm going to move to Florida and I'm going to fight with my peers about it. But yeah, I'm fine if he's just one of the second-tier orphans. And don't let him be part of Fagin's gang. Oh, no, absolutely. Were you part of Fagin's gang? Or were you just one of the orphans at the beginning?
I think it might have just been the orphans.
Because, I'm going to guess here, you weren't a dancer.
No.
Yeah, I wasn't part of Fagin's gang either because I couldn't dance well. So I was just one of the orphans at the beginning. Later I was a chimney sweep in the ensemble in one of the group scenes. But I will tell you where our experiences diverged, Manuel, which is that I had a line of dialogue. I played a child employee who comes in and says, "Here's the books you ordered from the bookseller, sir." And I was basing my dialect on the other kids whose dialects were terrible. So my dialect was actually very, very good. It was very technically precise, but I based it on other children who didn't know how to speak in a proper Cockney accent. I think about your experience, Manuel. I think about what you wanted. Essentially what you wanted was what Lauren got, but she didn't want. You wanted to be the star. You wanted to be the lead. And Lauren, you said something that I want to circle back to. I know you thought it was over. But you said a thing that was kind of interesting, which is you said you were never supposed to be Dorothy because you were the understudy. And you said you were just supposed to be, and I don't remember your precise wording, but you described yourself as just one of the people in the Emerald City. And you said it in a way that was as if to say those characters don't matter. And I want to talk to that tonight. If you're part of the ensemble, Manuel, you are acting. You are part of something. Can't always count on the main actor suddenly having to go to Disney World and then you just rise and be the title character. You had so much ambition, and I can't help but feel that if you'd had even a touch of Jedadiah's perseverance, a refusal to say no, perhaps if you'd said, "No, I am Oliver Twist." Did you ever think of doing that, Manuel? You're one of those orphans. Who's to say your name isn't also Oliver Twist? What would have happened if you just stood up in the middle of Food Glorious Food and said, "My name is Oliver Twist, and this child is a liar," and then just sing the song? Now again, morally, ethically, yes, it's wrong, but you're also a child, so you have a certain amount of leeway. The high schoolers and the adults who are supervising, what are they going to do? Like, "Oh shit, this kid's gone rogue." This fifth grader refuses to leave the stage. He's insisting, "I'm Oliver Twist, not that fucking soprano kid who loves to sing. I'm a real orphan and I don't sing songs." Because real orphans don't sing songs. You know what they do? They're sad. They don't sing sad songs, they just are sad. All right, now some of them maybe do sing songs. I don't want to generalize. I don't think they do. Really? If we're talking about real orphans? Manuel! I'm Oliver Twist! I'm Oliver Twist! And this chap is a liar! I mean, you might get a full 5 minutes before they really figure out how to get this kid off. No! He's touching me! He grabbed me! Ow! Ow! Anytime they try to grab you, just go, "Ow! He hit me home!" The adults won't know what to do. They're just, "Shit, I'm not gonna, no, you do it. I'm not gonna grab that kid." You saw what happened when Jesse did it. Jesse barely touched his elbow and he screamed. Just let this play out. This kid has some interesting ideas about the direction of the story. "Hello, Mr. Bumble. I want something to eat, and I want it to be something good, and I want more of it." Oh, is it presumptuous in me, huh? Well. Fuck you! I'll burn this orphanage to the ground while you sleep, Mr. Bumble. I mean, kind of a Guy Ritchie sort of thing. Which in 1990 would have been very, forward thinking. This is like pre-Reservoir Dogs, and they're like, "Yeah, this is production of Oliver Twist where there's a second Oliver." I saw it. I went to this high school production of Oliver, and boy, it is different than I remember it being because it started off and we clearly thought we saw who Oliver Twist was, but wasn't the real Oliver Twist. Turns out this kid was a liar. Which I think, I know Shakespeare did that with doubling and imposters and things like that, so maybe Dickens did that too, I don't know. I haven't read the original novel. So I don't know, I just assume this is maybe more faithful to Dickens than the musical. Oliver Twist is something. This kid stands up, he's proud, he's loud. Wouldn't take no for an answer. He just was who he was. They didn't do any of the songs. And the whole thing was about 25 minutes long. And the last 10 minutes was just chase. It was just a chase scene. Kid climbed the ropes at the side. We were all looking to see, because I was like, oh, this is an interesting way to stage it, because only half the theater can even get a glimpse of what's happening. Really Brechtian stuff. If you'd done that, Manuel, then maybe you wouldn't be, and I apologize if this sounds dismissive or cruel, but designing websites.
Oh, not even. I'm like Lauren, I sit in the back.
Manuel, do you like what you do?
Not anymore, no. Stop.
Did I ruin it for you?
No, it ruined itself years ago.
What do you want to do, Manuel? Because at one point you wanted to be the lead role in Oliver. And now you just sit at the back of a website basement? And you're like, I hate this. And someone's like, I designed a website. Check it out, losers. And you're like, it really works. I hit refresh and it looks the same. And well, what do you want to do with your life? We're going to fix it. We can't fix it. We're going to try. What do you want to do? Do you want to be Oliver Twist? What do you want to do?
What do I want to do? I want to open a lounge.
I don't know what to make of the noises the audience made. You said you want to open a lounge. But I want you to do that, Manuel. Like, you don't have to be an actor if you don't want to. I don't recommend it. It's a terrible life. It's a wonderful craft. It's a terrible life. Do the thing you want to do. I worry that the repeating your Oliver mistake, which was that you should have been Oliver. I believe it. I think we've heard what that song sounds like. We don't need to hear it again. You could have been your own Oliver Twist. But instead, you removed yourself completely. Follow your dream, Manuel. All right? I don't even care if this is bad advice. 50 years old, all right? I've got very little road ahead of me. It's all winding to a close. Manuel, can I tell you something? When I see a movie that I've seen before, you know, like a favorite movie, you ever do that? Do you like movies?
Sure. Yeah.
Sure? Well, what's something you do like, Manuel? Let's make this about you.
Something I do. I like music.
You like music. All right, it's a little bit less like that because music's something I feel like if you like a song, you can listen to it a lot. It's different than a 2-hour movie. When I watch a movie that I've seen a few times and I really like it, when I watch it now, I tend to think, oh, I'm watching this for the last time. Like, if I watched it 30 years ago, and then I watch it again now, I'm like, pretty good. I like this movie, it's pretty good. And then I try to map forward, like, are we coming back to it? Oh, no, we're not. This is the final view. Now, if I really like the movie, I'm like, oh, maybe I'll watch this again. But if I like it just fine, a lot of these are final viewings. Open your lounge, Manuel. Tick tock. All right? You know enough about AI to know the amount of water it's using, right? Because once the drinking water is gone, none of this matters. Right? And when it is gone and we realize, oh, remember those pictures we hated for a few years? They drank all the water? I swore I wouldn't get political, but again, a lot of this is what I'm processing. I want to speak to an actor now. Yes, you're an actor. What are you working on now? And it's okay if it's nothing.
Working on more cabaret stuff right now.
More cabaret stuff.
Yeah.
Cabaret, like the musical cabaret, like
Yeah,
Nazi?
musical theater.
Musical theater, all right. Not Nazi drama about how the world was bad then. What is your cabaret process? Not that it's not bad now. The world is always bad, but sometimes it's a little worse than other times, as depicted in cabaret. But you're talking about the fun kind of cabaret.
Yeah.
What's your process for how you put together your cabaret show?
usually I'll spend like 1 or 2 weeks developing
What's your first name, by the way?
Kenzie.
Kenzie. This sounds delightful, by the way. Sounds like the thing that we need, right? Something fun. All right. What is the emotional range of your cabaret? Does it go sad, happy? Does it where?
I would say it depends on. We'll have different themes throughout.
What's an example of a theme that you?
We did like a Disney theme.
A Disney theme. What are some Disney themes? I made a puppet. He's my son.
Like Pinocchio.
That's right. That's the one I was referencing. I don't think there's another one. I think that's the one. Hey, these cats like music. What's another Disney theme? You give me one.
I know that someone did something from Cinderella or Beauty and the Beast. Like
I lost my shoe.
Yeah.
Fuck! I lost my shoe. I left it on the thing. Oh God! Now he's going everywhere with it. This is humiliating. Oh well. It was a good evening though, but I had to leave, and I lost my shoe. Oh, tried it on my stepsisters. Who are ugly. That made me bad that I said that? They are hideous. What's another Disney theme? What's the most challenging Disney theme for you that you found? My best friend.
I don't know because I feel like a lot of it can be taken very surface level.
Mm-hmm. And you want to go deep with the themes. Yeah. So you start off with the example I was about to say is my best friend is a dog and I'm a fox. And we get along fantastically. But I'm told this can't work and I don't understand why it can't work. That's one example. What's a challenging theme that you wanted to go deeper with? What's one that you found trouble going to the depths of? Was there anything where like I was going to do this, but now I can't because I can't crack it? Kenzie? You've always cracked the themes.
Well, no, like for that particular one, no. Because it's interesting because the cabarets that I usually do, they're usually just like, people will come up and sing songs, like just like 3-minute songs and then you're done. Like you're not.
It's just like a rotating,
Yeah,
like people come up and it's like an open mic.
Exactly.
And people will sing their songs and the theme will be Disney.
Yeah.
And someone will get up and is there ever someone who gets up and you feel like they can't crack the theme?
Yeah.
Give me that example. I want to hear it, Kenzie. I'm thirsty for this.
I would say that like,
I know you know. There's one that you saw that you're like, they're not cracking it. It's surface level. Bibbidi bobbidi boo, come on. That shit runs deep.
No, I know.
They're not here. No one's going to see this.
No, I know. Maybe okay. Something about like fuck, I can't recall exactly, but like an example of like okay, on the steps of, I know this is not Disney, but like on the steps of the palace from Into the Woods.
On the steps of the palace. It's Disney adjacent. This is
Yeah.
Sondheim. On the steps of the palace. So
It
this
can
is
be played very surface level.
yes.
Like,
Where's my shoe?
Exactly.
That's the surface level. Where's my shoe? It's on the steps of the palace.
Exactly.
Song over.
Exactly.
Because
But
it's
going
surface
very
level.
deep.
It's not about the shoe. It's about what does she want.
Exactly. I
Right?
feel like a lot of people will play it very surface level.
They'll
and
play it
not,
about, make it about the
like,
shoe,
figure out-
right? Like those old commercials for Nike with Spike Lee, where he says it's got to be the shoes.
I love
Right?
all this stuff to it.
Yes, yes. But you got to go deep with those things. You know, do you have a favorite Disney film personally?
Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast. What do you like so much about this?
I like that Belle is really challenged between both sides of love.
Yes, I love books, but I'm also into this animal.
The feeling of her home life versus like
Yeah.
the protection that she has for her daughter, but also like this is
Yeah,
very fascinating.
yeah, and I feel like I didn't picture this as where my life would go. You know, I thought what I really wanted, if I'm being honest, was I wanted a relationship with someone that I felt was my intellectual equal. And yet, time and again, I feel like I am drawn to these men who are brutes on some level. And
I feel like because of the human men who are drawn to me, I've lowered the bar. And now I wonder when I look at this monster who keeps me prisoner. I don't know who I am when I'm with him. You know what I mean? Like, is this me? Is this really? Is this just because? What's the name of the villain in that? Gaston. I don't know if it's because like Gaston is so like made me lower my own standards of what a man is. That now I'm like I don't even want a man. Like I want an elevated animal. I guess that, like, I just don't know if it's just like compromise after compromise. Like, I mean, this is the kind of thing that I read about, and I will read about this in the novel, and I'll think, what is she thinking? You know, and I'm so, you know, like, as if I know better, and then I can't rate my own life. I can't figure out, am I settling? I know what people say. I know people call us Beauty and the Beast. Like that's like a red flag. It's like the biggest red flag. It's just because like the guy that I was sort of with before this was like such an asshole, that now I'm like, he's fine. Like I can live with this, you know. And like I also wonder like because you always think like, oh, I can change him. And then let's say I do change him. Like, is that a pattern that's going to repeat itself, or is it a one-time thing? And is that what I want? Like, do I really, like, if I'm being honest with myself, do I even want him to change back into a man? Like, not really. I really prefer him as an animal. That's what I want. Like, that's what you find out what you like. Because you find out who you are and you find out what you like. And I thought of myself as someone different, but that's not who I am. I am who I am. I am who I am. My name is Belle, and I am involved with some sort of hybrid cursed monster. Beast person. Like, what am I? What is this relationship? A monster who lives in a castle? I don't have a fucking drink of water without it singing like a song to me. Everything in the castle was a person. Everything, the clock, the candle holder, like they're all people. This is wrong. Like, the amount of privilege that I experience just by the fact that I'm the only normal person, and like even that I think like that, like they're normal for what they are, for what they've been through. The candle holder, he's a normal guy. This is just what happened to him. But I think I'm better just because I wasn't cursed to be an inanimate object come to life. And if the curse is lifted, then we gotta get all new stuff, and there's like that's gonna hurt my mind. Jesus, what am I? Like, I'm a bad person. I'm fucking this animal, and like all our stuff is cursed, but it's like it likes us. Like everything's nice. And I don't want to just have ordinary spoons now. I can't like go back to just having stuff. If I'm being honest, I like having like cursed people as the stuff in my house. And they're all happy, and like nobody in the village like questions it. Like nobody's like, that's wrong that your clock was a man. This is my life. Like, it's like, you know, you only get one life. This is the life that I live. I want to close by asking 5 questions. These are 5 essential questions that I feel like if you've been paying attention, I hope you have been, you should be able to answer. And I want people to volunteer to answer these questions. I want 5 hands. I need 5 hands. The show won't end until I get 5 hands. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we got the 5 people, all right. We'll go across. First question,
You? Yes?
Yes.
What is acting?
Reacting.
Reacting, yes!
Yes.
Why is acting?
Because it's your truth.
Because it's your truth. Exactly. Who was next? You? No? Who was the? Yes. How is acting?
Everything we do.
How is acting? Everything we do. Very good. You have 2 more hands? Yes? Where is acting?
Everywhere.
Everywhere. And finally, who is acting?